Big Blue Nation, Cam Johnston, Tyler Britton here with the Cats Talk podcast. We are here in Memorial Coliseum after Kentucky's 60-point victory over USC Upstate. They finished the game off 90-30 in what saw big games from both Clara Schrack and Tony Morgan. Tyler, what were some of your big takeaways after we're just hearing Kenny Brooks wrap up the press conference?
Yeah, great press conference from Kenny Brooks and just going over the state of the team here. He really wanted to make sure he highlighted a couple players here. You mentioned them, Clara Strack and Tony Morgan. Tony Morgan, 16 assists, which is our school record. Apparently,
Tied the school record from 1982.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Clara Strack with her career high on rebounds as well.
Yep.
Two very important parts of the game. So, shout out to them, but also shout out to some other players too. I'm looking at Amelia Hassett. She had 20 points today. She was plus 45 on the field, on the court today. Kaylin Carroll had 5 points, plus 28 on the floor. She had 3 blocks by herself and 2 steals as well. The team as a whole had 24 takeaways today. Incredible game by the defensive play. So overall, the team did well. There's a lot of energy. Kenny Brooks was talking about it. He said the three things that they focus on are energy, focus, and attitude. You definitely saw it on the court today.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's why you see that they only allowed 30 points. It's the least amount of points they've allowed since they played Jackson State in 2015, where I think they allowed, was it 24, Tyler, back then? I mean, 30 points is ridiculous to hold any team to. There's a shot, you and I, Boyers, Nick Biltz, get my dad maybe in there. We might be able to get 30 points, but I mean, I respect you at USC Upstate for coming out here. They obviously knew they were going to be outmatched. The length obviously gave them problems. We mentioned Clara got a good amount of blocks, Tiani Key as well. Amelia Hassett was contesting a lot of shots down low, and you mentioned how big of an offensive game she had, and she was hitting threes out here left and right.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, shout out to the rest of the team too. Obviously, Tony Morgan had 16 assists, but the team as a whole had 24. The 19 points off the bench as well. So you're starting to see some of those people coming off the bench as well, take some shots. I will say,
Asia Boone was 12 of those, wasn't she?
Correct. Yep. I will say, something that is a little concerning for me. Lexi Blue didn't really have a big game today. She only had 5 points. She really didn't see that much of the court. She only had 5 minutes on the court today. And then also, Gabby Brooks was -1 today on the plus minus as well. So just a little concerning in a game like this. You'd expect them to have more, especially everyone else was in positives by double digits. Would just like to see a little bit more, but overall, I think the team is playing pretty well. And like Coach Brooks said, I think they see a lot of energy and a lot of improvement from the first game they played a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and I think they're starting to find that. He mentioned, they're not necessarily a three-point shooting team. I think they're starting to find their stride a little bit with that. I think you saw, our bigs might be our best shooters on this team outside of Asia Boone, who came in and knocked down, I think she had 3 or 4 in this one. But Clara Strack shot 5 threes, hit 2 of them. Amelia Hassett hit a bunch. Tiani Key hit a couple. I mean, if you can get these bigs to hit shots like that consistently, I think we're going to be in for a good season. And I think especially once we start to get into SEC play, where we start to go against bigger and better, faster, longer girls, I think we're really just going to take it off from there. And that's really what I'm looking forward to. But Coach Brooks mentioned they do play Marshall here coming up, and Marshall only lost to 6 to Indiana, so they're expecting a big test coming up here soon.
Yeah, I think the next couple games are going to be really important. You're playing Marshall, and then you play Purdue right after that, and then after that they're playing the other crosstown rival. They're playing Louisville, and after what happened last night with the men's team, we kind of have to see what goes on there too. It's probably going to be their first real big test of the season coming up. So these next couple games are going to be real big warm-ups. They're two Big Ten, or one's a Big Ten opponent. So it's going to be a good warm-up for some bigger play here soon.
Yeah, and obviously we're going to have you covered here on the Cats Talk podcast. They aced the test tonight, so that's a good start. They aced tonight's test, a 60-point win. Can't really find too much fault with that. Incredible game all around. Maybe a couple more threes falling, but beggars can't be choosers. They just won 90-30, and they're really getting ready and getting in stride for these big games that you just mentioned.
Beggars can't be choosers, and like you said, we have some of the biggest players in the league, and our big players. Amelia Hassett had 4 threes. Clara Strack had 2 of them.
Yep.
Asia Boone had 4. The rest of the team, everyone had took a shot at it. Most of them made at least one shot. So we have 3-point shooters, and we have our bigs to go play and get the ball back and shoot from the paint. So incredible performance. Look forward to seeing what happens against Purdue or Marshall coming up, and then Purdue. Anything else to add?
Nope. That's all we got here. Of course, we will have a reaction video coming for you guys from tomorrow once we can sit there, think about this game a little bit more, because obviously these are just our instant reactions. But that's all we got here on the Cats Talk podcast. Cameron Johnston, Tyler Britton, signing out.